What I am surprised about, but not surprised about, is there's this quote where it says, if you ignore injustice, it will show up at your front door. And the murder of Renee Good is the perfect example of that. White Republicans, white liberals I'm pissed off the most at, because white Republicans are delusional for the most part, but white liberals present themselves as allies, as unified to the black and brown communities. But y'all have been quiet. Y'all have been radio silent. The election was the most disappointing part of this whole situation. And now, y'all are protesting. Now, y'all are reposting videos. Now, y'all are coming on here and saying, we gotta unite. I thought y'all were already united with us. Now, y'all are coming on here saying we need to radicalize and we gotta do something. And I'm just sitting here like, this stuff has been happening to us for centuries. Interesting. I can tell by how y'all are reacting now which one of y'all are full of crap. I can tell. Your actions are very telling. Now we gotta unite. Now we gotta do something. Now, I thought you were there all along. I thought you were already doing stuff. So you're telling on yourself, which none of us are shocked. So I'm going to say this. Much like how, well, this never happens, but if any Republicans come across my FYP, I'm going to block them. But I'm going to take it a step further. If I have never seen you say anything or put forth any effort to unite with black and brown communities, and now all of a sudden you're up in arms and want to get stuff started, almost cussed, I'm going to block you, because you don't get to turn your back on other communities, on other marginalized communities. And then when the stuff hits the fan and is showing up at your front doorstep, all of a sudden you want everybody to unite and take action. You don't get to do that. Just like if you call yourself my friend and you're never there for me if I ever need anything, but when something happens to you, now you want me to be there for you. I'm not friends with people like that. I don't commune with people like that, because that is very manipulative. That is taking advantage of me. I don't allow it and I don't like it. So your best bet is to continue to shut up. If you're going to take action, take action. But this is not the time for me to see you all of a sudden stand to your feet and talk about how we need to come together and unite. Because again, you're telling on yourself. So I'm not saying that you can't take action. I'm not saying that you can't do anything. I'm just saying I don't want to hear from you, because I know your motives and I know what it took for you to get to this point. You are selfish, you are manipulative, and you are no friend or ally of mine.
We got that reggaeton.
Yeah, man. That was the sister. I'm gonna add that link in my description, so y'all go over there and check her out. New channel I just started following. I love her message. Man, great message. I thought about Nazi Germany when she was talking. I did a lot of research on Nazi Germany way before right now. I mean, years. I think when Trump got in office the first time, I started researching Nazi Germany a lot more, because I kind of wanted to be, you know, mentally prepared for what was about to happen, what I felt was about to happen then, and it's happening now. So I'm so glad I did my research, and to where none of this stuff shocks me. I kind of know what's about to happen. It's all playing out exactly like Nazi Germany. I mean, exactly like Nazi Germany. Manufacturing wars, man, trying to suppress the voters, trying to change the Constitution, all of that, manipulating the judges, threatening all of the lawmakers, you know, deploying of the ICE, which is the Gestapo in Germany. So all of the stuff that we seeing now, I kind of seen it, and I thought about, so like in Nazi Germany, all of the citizens were aware of what was going on with the Jewish people. They tried to pretend like they didn't know, but they knew, right? And it wasn't until like the last days of the war when they started, you know, pretending like they were, you know, victims, you know, when they knew that it was over. But you know, in Nazi Germany, like they were so brainwashed. They were brainwashed until the very end. Like the majority of Nazi Germany, they refused to acknowledge that Hitler was what he was, you know, until the very end. But, you know, I hope, man, I just pray that this administration don't like repeat the exact, like the extermination, man. But I honestly, I could see it happening. You know, I heard about some rapes going on with some people with ICE. You know, that's the first sign of it. You know, like the dehumanization of the people. And so I don't know, man. It just, I don't know if y'all really like noticed how after the Renee Good thing happened, a lot of, just like what the lady was saying, a lot of white liberal people, it seemed like, I haven't been to work yet this year, but I guarantee you when I go back to work, because that's really the only place where I interact with white people at my job, right? I guarantee a lot of them going to be like, their tone going to be a lot different. They're going to be trying to like communicate a lot more. Usually they act like black people don't exist. Like we not right there working right with them. They try to look all over us like we're not there. They try to act like they don't hear us. They try to act like, they try to act stupid when you talking. Like they don't hear you. Like they don't understand you. Like what you saying. You know, one of the favorite things the racist white people that I work with always say is what? When I'm talking. And I always correct them. I always say, I don't do the what. I don't do that. Nope. You don't what me. I always tell them, don't what me. Because it's like they trying to act like I'm bothering them or something. Like, it's a privilege for me to talk to you. And that's how I let them know that. It's a privilege to hear this melanin coming out of my voice. It's a privilege to hear that lion, that God voice. I don't got to talk to you. So I always get them straight. I don't let them think that, you know, make them think that I'm bothering them. But I guarantee you when we get back to work, they gonna be, every black voice they hear, they gonna be jumping to try to see what we talking about, all in our face. Yeah, and it's sad, man, that it take for somebody, it take this for these people to finally see, like, not only should y'all have always been listening to us, but you should have been like learning from us. You know, these crazy racist white folks, and a lot of them be well intentioned. They don't have malice. So that's what the lady was talking about. The liberal ones. They feel like they well intentioned, right? So what's about to happen, or what's happening right now, is that they're not talking as much when they talk to us. They listening more. That should have been happening. It shouldn't have took this for white America to say, damn, we need to be learning from them. Yes, I believe we have the cure to everything white America is going through in our DNA. I believe that. I believe we can, just from them listening, we can calm all of their spirits. All of them. They have to be sincere though. You know, that's the only thing. Honestly, look, y'all get in the comments, tell me what y'all think about this subject. And also, y'all go over there and follow that lady. I'm gonna add the link in my description. Go over there and follow her. I'm going to go through, that was the very first video I seen on her channel. I'm going to go through her channel and like do a deep dive and check her content out, because I love her voice. I love her conviction. I love how she talk. And yeah, hopefully y'all enjoyed this. I'll be back with more later. Happy Martin Luther King Day. It's a real holiday. The most peaceful holiday. The only holiday that represents peace, if you ask me. The only one. Everything else seems to have some kind of fairy tale or some type of folklore attached to it. This holiday to me is the only real true holiday that represents peace. All right, y'all. Stay up. I'm out. One. Look, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'm out. One.